Today, the President of the United States has issued what he referred to as an accommodation on the mandate from Kathleen Sebelius, the Secretary of Health and Human Services, which she issued on January 20th of this year. This mandate would have required, among other things, that religious institutions provide, through their insurance policies, hormonal contraception, abortifacients, and direct sterilization, even though such a mandate violates our conscience and runs counter to the First Amendment guarantee for the free exercise of religion. We are grateful that the President has begun to listen to the voices raised in opposition to this intrusion on our First Amendment rights. And we are encouraged that he understands the urgency of this matter. However, we are dismayed that he does not understand the root issues which are involved here. There will be a time, there must be a time, when Americans of goodwill and strong conscience discuss these points in a rational and non-ideological conversation. First, no one is asking why it is that the Catholic Church is opposed to artificial birth control, direct sterilization, and abortifacients. For 2,000 years, the Church has understood that all of these methods that prevent life damage marriages and thereby weaken the fabric of society. Secondly, in describing artificial birth control, direct sterilization, and abortifacients as preventive care, it is apparent that the ideology which underlies this governmental intrusion is that pregnancy is a disease and that the conception of life should be prevented. Thirdly, the question of who ultimately pays for this immoral coverage has remained unanswered by the President. Free coverage is never free. Someone will have to pay for this coverage in their premium. These 3 points will have to be addressed at some time. But what I want to address here is the constitutional issue. President Obama agreed that religious institutions would not be compelled to directly pay for coverage which betrays their religious tenets or violates their conscience. This would include churches and those charitable institutions, schools, and hospitals by which churches fulfill their mission. However, the Constitution of the United States does not merely guarantee the freedom of religion to institutions, but to every American. This includes every businessman or woman who willingly provides health insurance to his or her employees. It includes every single mother, every married couple, and every individual who does not wish to cooperate in this sin. No one should be required to betray their religious and moral beliefs or violate their conscience. I want to encourage people not to be afraid of the sacrifices which are required to love one another with a genuine, faithful, and life-giving love. Through these, we are made holy, and we're formed more fully into what God wants us to be.